Gets me through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
What about yesterday, us learning the news that Adelaide was amongst the 20 most beautiful cities named in the world? Oh, still celebrating, and so we should be.
I went out all night on Hindley Street to celebrate.
I rode the mechanical bull.
Did you?
Yes. And I tell you what, my hips are sore. Worth it? Yes, absolutely.
Hayes 1, Bull 0.
Bull 0. Guess what, Jodes?
What?
Jealousy. Yeah. What a curse it is.
It's such a curse.
What an absolute curse.
If people are mean to you, it's because they are jealous.
100%. Enter Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen. She's poked fun at this particular honour. At our unbelievable and fearless leader, Peter Malinauskas.
What?
So she wrote on social media after Mally retweeted and said, how good's this, all that sort of stuff. She said, that's cool and all, but if you need a place to eat after 5 p.m, hit us up. Oh! Jacinta!
I thought we were done with this rivalry once we saw the back of Dan.
Oh, no. He trained her well. Oh. And then Mally responded with, according to At The Times, our food scene over here goes all right. Oh! Go, Mally. What I put to the Victorian Premier is, though, I kind of understand why you're so jealous, sweetie.
Yeah.
And that is, and it feels like we're doing things a little bit different here, Jodes.
Yeah.
And 100%, the big dogs are now starting to get jealous. Because I tell you what, in terms of the ants, we're the green ant. Yeah, that's right. We're smaller than the rest.
Yep.
But when we bite you, you better believe we'll leave a welt.
Yeah.
we will leave a welt that'll last for days. I've got some reasons why everyone's so jealous of us.
Go
In
on.
particular, Melbourne. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'll start off with two individuals. One is Jason Horne-Francis. Soz Melbourne.
Oh, whoops.
I mean, you got him by technicality. You drafted him, and then he left after 1 year to come back to Adelaide.
What?
Oh, that must sting.
How embarrassment.
Oh, my gosh. The other one's Fitzy.
Yep.
Oh, you wish you had him, didn't you?
Yeah.
But he resides right here in South Australia.
Well, he moved from Sydney to be right here in SA.
A direct quote from Fitzy. Sydney are a bunch of wankers. No, he definitely didn't say that. He definitely didn't say that. The other one for me is double cut rolls.
Oh,
my God.
That exclusively is South Australia.
I only just learned that that's South Australian.
Yeah.
The world is missing out.
Oh, my gosh.
You
it's
get double
such
the ingredients, and I don't even think they charge you
They
more.
don't.
No, they don't.
The last one for me is the Oban.
Oh, yeah.
It's a strength.
Yeah.
The Oban is a strength, and I'll tell you this, because it is a sophisticated filtering system to weed off the incapable elderly drivers. I know exactly what's going on. So this is what happened. This is what happens. Someone gets caught on the Oban, and let's be honest, they're probably in their 80s.
Yeah.
And then behind the scenes, you don't know this, but they have a chat with their children who are in their 40s.
Yes.
And that conversation goes along the lines of, Mum and or Dad, look, you've had a good run, but unfortunately, you're not allowed to drive anymore.
Yeah. That's
So-
it for you.
And then also they go, but we're going to go for a trip. I'm going to drive and we're just going to visit a little place called Rest Haven. And we're just going to have a look.
See
We're
if
just
you
going to
like
have a
it.
chat.
Yeah.
They don't have this sort of stuff. They don't have this subtle technology in Melbourne.
No, exactly. There's bingo every Wednesday morning. You're going to love it, Mum and Dad.
Gorgeous. So
Sadly
you got
for
one?
you, you'll never come home.
You can visit on Christmas.
So jealousy is strong in people that don't see the sun.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
Also
100%.
people that don't score, gather around and live golf.
Oh. Very good.
Do you know what? They might have taken the Grand Prix, but you can have it.
Take
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
it.
Take it. I want gather around.
Yes.
Yes.
More like grand crap. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, too far. Jodes, can you make some calls?
Yeah.
That's it. Can we do something? Can we get the Premier on to talk about this?
Yeah.
Because this is just outrageous.
Well, I'd love to know his reaction to that. And also from a woman firing shots over the border. Come on, grow up.
grow up, Jacinta.
Yeah.
For goodness sake. What are you, Peter Pan? Grow up. Jodes, can you make some calls?
I
Do you
will.
reckon you can get the Premier on the line?
I can try.
All right. Do
All
your
right.
best.
Let me
We'll
just
put you on the spot here.
Hang on, let me see if I've got his mobile. No, I've got his advisor's mobile.
Okay.
Let's see if we can try that.
We'll leave it with you and we'll see how we go, okay?
Okay.
Jody, I asked and you delivered. I said, make some calls, speak to your people, see if you can get the Premier of South Australia on
Yeah.
to have a chat with us about this absolute jealousy that's coming from over the border.
I sent a pigeon down to Parliament House and look what's happened. It's delivered.
Is that the Premier, Peter Malinauskas? Good morning.
Good morning, Jodie. Good morning, Hazy. How are you both?
Oh, he's on.
We're so good. What's been happening in the household this morning? Have you been watching Kyle Chalmers?
We absolutely did. The Malleys were screaming at the telly. What an incredible performance. But more than that, his interview afterwards, what a class act. And he went out of his way to sort of mention how proud he is to be from a small country town in Port Lincoln from South Australia. I thought it was a class act and an incredible performance.
Yeah.
Well, just on that, I'm glad he didn't say a small country town like Adelaide, because the insults are coming.
Well, he could have said from the most beautiful city in the world.
He could have, and what an accolade for us. And it's the best kept secret. It's something we all know. But to have shots fired from across the border, I thought these sorts of shenanigans were done when Dan was outed, and it's still happening.
How are you dealing with this, Premier? It's just ridiculous.
I think some of these things are done in good humour, but normally you'd be filled with outrage and pretty fired up. But more lately, I think there's a newfound confidence in South Australia. It's a bit water off the duck's back. I've always been on the view that you don't have to talk someone else down in order to be able to talk yourself up. And if you are doing that, it's probably a sign of desperation in terms of where Victoria is at the moment. So,
Spot on! Yes!
So, I mean, I just think, where the Commonwealth Bank this week said that we've got the number one state in the country in terms of economic performance at the moment, and that's despite, challenges around the place. And then we get this Most Beautiful City Award, and then sort of the Victorian Premier felt the need to have a crack out of nowhere. I just think it's more a reflection on them than it is on us.
Oh, so we were rattling off just before, Premier, some of the things or the reasons why we think Victoria's probably jealous of us. But I think it's Jason Horne-Francis. They tried to nab him in the draft. 1 year, he's like, no, this place sucks.
Yeah.
I'm going home. Double cut rolls, the showdown as well. But the one that I think that they are jealous of, and that's the Oban. And I've got a bit of a theory on this, and congratulations in advance, but it's clearly a sophisticated filtering system to get the elderly who shouldn't be driving off the road. So congratulations. They don't have a tactic like that over in Melbourne. There's old people driving around the roads that are very dangerous.
Yeah, look, I, of course, might have a different take on that, Hazy. There's an older constituency I've got to look out for there. But
yes.
No, look, this award that we got, we didn't know it was coming. No one gave us a heads up as a state government. And then, hey, presto, it just got bestowed on us that we've got this Most Beautiful City in the World award. And they think it through. It's all about architectural design and the like. And, we sort of talk about the parklands a fair bit, but the rest of the country doesn't really know about it very much. So I just think it's a feather in our cap and we should be proud of it. And I just think, like I said, it speaks to a newfound confidence that we've got in the state.
I think they're angry, Mally. I just think they're angry because they're an hour and a half to work and an hour and a half home. Yeah. How long does it take you to get to work? Because it takes me 7 minutes in the morning and 7 minutes to get back home again.
I'm pretty lucky. So living in sort of Bowden, Brompton, we're a hop, skip and a jump from the city, where we are, the sort of the western suburbs. But, wherever you are, I mean, let's take, you mentioned the Oban, Hazy. If you get on the Oban, you're 20 minutes into town with the new lanes and so forth. So wherever you are in our magnificent city, it's a truckload easier to get around, notwithstanding the challenges, but it's a truckload easier than Sydney or Melbourne. I was in Melbourne a few weeks ago for some work, and I forgot how frustrating it is when you're stuck in traffic, I've got to say.
I did not know what you were going to say then.
I almost, I'm glad I stopped myself when I did. Yeah.
Premier, thank you so much for the chat this morning. Congratulations on the latest award. And once again, just an example of the little guys. We're not so little anymore, but kicking goals. Well done.
Damn straight.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news.
Wow. Bit going on in Paris at the moment at the Games, but first we need to talk Royal Show with Abby.
Yes.
Yes, let's talk Royal Show because this is exciting. Tickets go on sale today. So the good news is obviously everyone's struggling with cost of living and tickets pretty much are going to remain the same. For a family pass, you're looking at about $63.50, so that's up $1. The adult tickets are $27 and I think kids are around $16. So good news for people wanting to head along, but if you keep it locked to Nova, from Monday we might have a little prezi for you. Ooh. So that's exciting.
We love the show.
I must admit, I haven't obviously lived in Adelaide for about 5 years, but I came home and went to the show and it was just, it's so magical. You stay for the fireworks and yeah.
I'm just going to say it. Do yourself a favour and as of Monday, you keep it entrenched on Nova 919 for your free show tickets.
Yeah, absolutely. A bit happening over at the games at the moment. So one of the biggest shocks, I reckon, 100-metre boil over. So Shayna Jack and Molly O'Callaghan missed out on the medals in the 100-metre freestyle, unfortunately. We've just had Zach Stubblety-Cook swim the 200-metre breaststroke.
Yep.
He came in second behind the Frenchman.
Ooh,
so
silver.
they'll be lifting the roof off that stadium over there at the moment. Disaster for the Matildas. So they've lost 2-1 up against... Were they up against
It's
Canada?
USA.
Was it USA?
So USA is really, really good.
Yeah,
like
right.
They're a genuine powerhouse.
Yeah. So they lost. Jess Fox won gold in the canoe in the C1s.
I think it's a C1. She did K1 the other day, so she's done the double.
Yeah. So well done to Jess Fox, proving like she's an absolute legend of the sport now,
Yeah.
surely.
But also she becomes Australia's most successful female individual gold medalist.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And
She's one of our absolute greatest of all time.
as we speak, and I'm going to cut you off there, our own Kyle Chalmers is about to take to the pool for the 100-metre freestyle final.
Ooh.
And we're all tense because it will come down to point whatever of a second.
Yeah.
But our Kyle is in ripping form going into the final, so let's hope it's not a repeat of the women's 100-metre final and he actually gets home.
I'll take over from here. In lane number 7, from USA, Jack Alexi. How do you say that
Goodness
guy's
me,
name?
can I tell you? I don't know.
Popovici,
I'm
I
not
think
looking
it
at
is.
his name. I'm looking at his rig.
From
Jesus
Jim.
Christ.
What about the lats on the swimmers, by the way?
About the rigs on the
Oh
swimmers.
my gosh.
Far out.
Just genuine triangles.
So we will keep you posted as to the result of the Kyle Chalmers race in just a moment.
All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to check in the roads with Abs, and I reckon by the time we get back,
They'll be done.
we'll absolutely have a result.
Yeah.
So we'll tell you exactly what's going on there. That is your post-snooze news. I'll tell you what I like, Jodes.
What do you like?
I love myself a good neighbour dispute. A UK woman was left shocked when she returned home from work to find a passive-aggressive note stuck to her door. There's nothing better than a little passive-aggressive note because you interpret it whichever way that you want.
Yep.
And the natural way
Yep.
is really negatively.
Yes.
What was even more surprising for the woman was the fact that she thought it had been written by a child. So she snapped a photo of the message. She put it on Instagram. Classic. The note said, "Hello, this is a note to ask you to keep it down. You are loud every day. It would be nice to be able to sleep once. I don't know how a person be this loud all the time. Like, get a job. Seriously, I thought you had an elephant." Good note.
Heavy stomper, hey?
Passive aggressive. So then you read a note like that and you're like,
Yeah.
well, they're having a crack at me, but clearly it's probably a child with terrible English as well. Well, do I take it seriously? Do I fire back? Do I laugh?
Yeah.
Mixed messages.
Yeah. Abs, ever left a passive-aggressive note or been on the receiving end of it?
Why do you feel like within this team, if there's someone who's been involved in some sort of neighbourly dispute involving angry notes, it's newsreader Abby.
Because she's the queen of the passive-aggressive.
Yeah.
That's why.
I was seeing a guy and I was living at Mile End and I had not ghosted him, but I just decided like I don't want to see this guy anymore. Anyway, he came, I was in bed, hungover. I was like on my deathbed.
Yeah.
And I hear this knock at the door and I didn't answer and I hear this, Abby, you're home? And I was like, oh my God, like he's going to break in and kill me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I walk out the front and he's left a mixed CD on the ground with a note in it basically saying like, hey, like, you know, please get in contact with me, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's my 2 notes that have been left for me.
Yeah, right.
And how did it win you over?
No.
What sort of songs were on there?
You got to be
Oh, God, I wonder what he's up to these
selective,
days.
so
Yeah.
selective when you're making mixed CDs these days. I think this was a song that didn't get you across the line, Abs.
From the top, make it drop. That's
I can't believe
Get a bucket,
you changed everything after you heard it.
I've left one.
Have you? Why am I just not surprised?
Okay, so you know how we used to have a very interesting adjacent neighbour up the laneway, i.e.,
A brothel.
yes. And they would give very special massages, really, really special ones. Anyway, I just
Really
got
good ones?
Oh, well, yeah, really excellent.
My hamstring's still giving me grief, actually.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe you should go and see them.
Anyway, they've moved now, so I can tell this story. I would get so sick of the procession of men that would park outside the front of our house and then just look dodgy as hell. They were always on their phone, always taking calls. So head down on the phone, walking down the laneway, and I just had enough one day. And there was a guy who walked in, and I was like, right. And so I might have left him a note on his windscreen and said, I hope you had a very enjoyable massage. Just so you know, I've taken a photo of your car and that will appear on social media. Please don't park out the front of my home.
Whoa, nice.
What a cow.
Oh, did it work?
What an absolute Karen.
Did it work?
Oh, I don't know, mate, but he would have shit himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did he park in front of the house again?
No,
Then it
God,
worked.
no.
Coincidentally, he was in the car listening to this.
From the top, make it drop. That's the way.
Coincidentally, it was Greg Oddie.
Let's get ready to rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, Battle of the Bangers.
No longer is Jody disgracefully in second place anymore. It's a genuine contest.
Okay.
It was a bit of a running joke for a while. I'll say that. I'll be open and
Who
honest
was
with
in
you.
on the joke?
Everyone but you.
Or was it just
You
a...
should have seen producer Emily. Oh my gosh. Zoe as well, producer Zoe. Newsreader Abby was the worst.
Right,
She would
just all.
sing it from the hills. She'd be like, oh my God.
Jody sucks.
Jody sucks. At Battle of the Bangers. That's when I was leading by about 5 or 6. Mm-hmm. And now it's 13-11 because you've won about 4 or 5 in a row.
Yeah.
You found yourself.
Yeah, I have.
Congratulations.
Against all the odds. Against a team of 4-1 who all ganged up and sunk the boots in.
Yeah.
Kicking the carcass, as you will.
You rose above it. The carcass has come to life.
That is a metaphor for my life, I tell you.
Spot on it is.
We thought she was dead and buried. Ah!
And then she rose from the dead. Theme this week, very close to your heart.
Yes, Thunderbirds playing in the grand final on Saturday against the Vixens. Only 2 more sleeps. To say I'm excited is an understatement. So, hey, hell, let's do Battle of the Bangers theme Thunderbird, shall we?
And also, we've spoken about how you are fresh off Dry July.
Yeah?
This could be,
No, don't.
this could be a dangerous situation.
Don't.
How's the timing of this, though?
Well, it should be totally fine. There's a luncheon that starts at 2 o'clock and the game's not till 6:30. What could possibly go wrong?
What could go wrong is you don't even make the game.
You'll be in bed by 5 o'clock. But yeah. Joe, did you hear? We're here at the front. Come meet us. Oh, no, we've put it to bed.
Sorry. I've missed the whole damn shebang.
Oh, jeez. All right, I'll kick you off this morning, Joe, if you don't mind.
Yep.
So, of course, it's Birds theme. I've gone with this little banger, which I think we all forgot about. Bit of MIA, paper planes. Birds, fly, planes.
Oh, that's tenuous.
It's long-winded, sure.
Yeah.
But you are the queen of these really, really long, drawn-out connections to these songs.
Most definitely not this week.
Excuse me very much.
Because I've gone Lenny Kravitz and it's a flying thing, birds fly.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah, so do planes. Planes fly, so do birds. They're basically cousins. You mentioned your song, though. All right, I'll just be open and honest.
You're
Another
cooked.
week, another situation where if you win, I'm pretty comfortable. It's a good tune.
It's a good tune.
Good tune.
Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz, fun fact, I don't think does he not shower or does he not wear deodorant or something?
I don't think he showers
So-
and
so-
or wears deodorant.
So Lenny stinks, but this song is great.
Does not. This song is great. It was, can I just peel back the curtains here? It was between this and Phil Collins in the air tonight with that epic drum solo.
Gosh, I would have definitely won if you'd chosen Phil Collins.
Oh, you
Did
would
someone
have.
talk you out of Phil Collins?
Nah, I did it all by myself. No one had any input. I didn't discuss it with anyone. I didn't get anyone's feedback.
Oh, wow. You're such a grown-up now in this space. Well
I know.
done.
Got my big girl pants on.
It's really
That
impressive.
is such a lie. Every week I'm thinking about this or this, and I just don't reply now because I go, this is not my job. This is above my pay
It
grade.
is
Actually,
for
it is
you.
your job. It is your job to put up the tile.
Yeah, it's my job to put up the tile. It's not my job to tell you which song to pick.
No,
Because then
but
you'll
you're
yell
my-
at me and go, well, Abby told me to pick that.
Well, okay. Are we workmates or are we friends? Because I thought you were my friend and you could give me some advice.
All right, ladies, please. I think what newsreader Abby's trying to say is grow the hell up, Peter Pan. All right, Fly Away, Lenny Kravitz, v. MIA Paper Planes.
Yes.
At Jodie and Hazy on Instagram. Get voting. Winning song announced tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. And it is tied 13 to 11.
Yeah. Okay. Get voting, please. And also answer the damn question. Are we workmates or are we friends?
No comment.
Can it be both? Maybe not.
Jelly on the belly, flying through the valley, singing Nelly with the jelly.
Please welcome to the show, Josh Rochelle.
Joe's always said there's no time to stuff around with formalities.
No.
Let's get the great man in here.
Yeah.
And straight to the mic. Good morning to you, Josh Rochelle.
Good morning.
Good morning. Did that sneak up on you a little bit?
I really snuck up.
Yeah.
I was having a nice little chat off air about some of the boys and their movements in the off-season.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, bang, the intro's playing. You're like, it's showtime, baby.
Oh, did you mention there's a trip to Europe in the off-season? Are you going?
Yeah, there's a few little different ones going on.
Yeah.
My roommates, Jake and Luke, Riley, Phil Thorpe, Billy Dowling, Zach Taylor, Hugh Bond, that crew are all going to pretty much everywhere in Europe for 4 weeks.
Wow.
So EPM's boyfriend, Billy Dowling's off to Europe. How do you feel about that, Em? Hot boy summer. Hot boy summer.
If you can, Josh, and you get a snap of Billy Dowling pashing someone,
Yeah.
send it to us. We'll send it to Emily.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, have to deliver the news that her dreams did not come
Yeah.
true.
The issue is, though, I've heard at the moment that he's actually taken.
Oh! Whoa.
Oh, my gosh.
That's fine, Josh, because I'm also engaged and heavily pregnant, guys. Let's just clarify that.
That didn't stop your little dream that you had not so long ago.
Emily, I can hear your heart breaking from here, baby.
What's that sound?
It's like a big snap. Oh, it's like Ralph Wiggum off The Simpsons. Remember when Lisa broke his heart? That's you right now.
Yeah, oh my gosh, the pinpoint the exact moment where it tore apart. Josh, let's talk some footy.
Yep.
Geez, a week's a long time in football, isn't it?
It's a very long time, isn't it?
Oh, dear.
The immediate aftermath of last weekend, we saw some heavy stuff on social media, but
We did.
that must have been disappointing.
Yeah.
It was, and I think it's been spoken about. As good as Hawthorn played against us, we were just as bad.
Yeah.
Credit to them, they're a fantastic side at the moment, and we happen to play them at their peak as well. But yeah, we just didn't bring our contest pretty much after the first quarter, and credit's due to them at the end of the day.
Yeah, I did. I was telling Hazy that I read on social media. I jumped on the Crows website and someone just simply wrote, "Very brave," leaving the comments on.
You guys ever read the comments?
Oh, no. Tell me you don't.
No, Jake Saligo reads them a fair bit.
Does he, Jake?
Really?
Yeah, there was one at the moment that he's like the number 6 broken tackle play in the comp, and he just read the comments for some reason, and we're like, yeah, but if you give the first gives, he'd be a lot better. If he learned how to kick, he'd be a lot better. It hit him a bit hard, poor Jake.
Now
It's-
do you
you guys
write
are
that stuff down? Do you write those little bits of advice down and take
Yeah.
it back to the boys and be like,
Yeah.
Joe Smith
Yeah.
from Port Noarlunga has
Yeah.
said that we need to do this, this and this, so boys, let's get to work.
Yeah,
And
that's
you take him to
exactly right.
Nixie and go, Nixie, Joe Smith knows exactly what we're doing wrong, so just take note.
It's exactly right. We incorporate in training too.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Hey, I want to ask you about the Thunderbirds because they play around about the same time that you do. So unfortunately, you guys can't get there and get around them. But have you got Thunderbirds fever? My God, they're a good side, aren't they?
Yeah, I'd love to go watch. I was a bit disappointed to get to go at all this year, but a few boys went a couple of months ago, and they said they absolutely loved it and the vibe. So I hope they go back to back because they're a good side, and we had Tilly come and do some work with us
Yes.
at the club. So
Yeah.
she's a great player.
Yeah, I'm heading out to training today to take on Romelda Aitken in the circle. So a couple of big dogs just going at it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, woof, woof, Go off, big dogs. Josh, what's going on with the hair this week? It feels like, is it a weekly thing? I feel like you're getting a new haircut every week.
No, it's pretty same the last month, I think.
Oh, I thought you had a new sharp cut for the Hawks.
Yeah, I did. It was fresh the day before.
Yeah.
But my hair, having those Italian genes, it grows pretty quick. That's only about 5 days.
All right, mate, don't rub it in. Don't rub it in.
Oh, my God, you can't get salty every time he comes in the studio because he's got great hair and a
Yeah,
lot of it.
Let's not talk about the thickness, but what about the rate as well? 3 to 1 in terms of how quickly it grows.
Yeah.
That's not bad, is it?
Hey, you mentioned your genes there. Are you a good cook?
I'm pretty good. I've come a long way from where I started when I didn't even know how to turn on the oven. And Mum used to do everything for me before I moved out.
Oh, God, you would have been such a mummy's boy.
I
His
was,
defense,
definitely.
It's trickier than it seems. It's a lot
The
harder
oven?
than it seems. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing a Christian Petrarca thing and setting up like a cooking? His recipes are elite.
Oh, they're unbelievable.
Yeah.
I use them so much. I'll
you?
go on my TikTok and I want to cook something different for the night. And
Yeah.
I'll just go on there, scroll them, and I love watching them. They're so satisfying too.
I did the thick rice noodles chicken last night.
Oh,
and It
yeah?
was epic.
Yeah.
What's your favourite Christian Petrarca recipe?
Well, he did a new one actually the other day. I just saw it was like a carbonara plus a normal kind of tomato sauce that they combined in one
Oh, jeez.
with like Italian sausages, and I really want to do it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to cook for Christian Petrarca. What a nightmare that would be.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
wouldn't want it to happen. Like, what's for dinner tonight, Christian? And then I'm like, oh, we're having ice cream and baked beans mixed together.
Yeah.
Just a bit of an infusion,
It's a
Christian.
Beautiful
How
flavour
does that hit your
combination.
beautiful palate? Not very well.
When you say you want to cook that recipe, or do you want to get your mum to cook it for you and bring it over?
Probably that one. Yeah. Now that I've got the house, she can cook it for me.
Petrarca got a cookbook coming as well in August next year.
Does he?
That's very, very
Oh
exciting.
my God.
The cats at the cattery, does it get any harder?
Probably not. But the lucky thing for us is they haven't had their normal record there compared to the last few years, and
Yep.
we know it's going to be a tough game down there, but we think definitely that if we bring our game, especially our first contest from the first quarter last week, we can take it up to them, and it'd be good to get a win against them and kind of disrupt their finals run a bit.
It sort of feels outside of Tassie, Geelong would be the coldest place in Australia at the moment.
Yeah. Some
it
real
freezing?
chilly vibes.
It'd be pretty cold, yeah. Similar to where I'm from in Shepparton. I just checked the weather today, it was like 0 degrees. So.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of Shepparton, good Victorian boy.
Yeah.
We spoke to the Premier Peter Malinauskas. There's this sort of feud, and it's always started by someone else between Jacinta Allen from Victoria v Peter Malinauskas, because they're a little bit jealous, Josh, that we got named in one of the 20 most beautiful cities on the planet. You're a Victorian boy, but you've signed this giant deal to stay in Adelaide, and I dare say, who knows what happens post 2029? He'll probably sign another deal, but I can see young Josh Rochelle just calling Adelaide home forever.
We definitely don't want to put you on the spot here, but which state do you prefer?
If you asked me that question before I moved over to Adelaide, 100% Victoria. I don't think people understand how nice Adelaide is until they come over here.
Thank
and
you.
I've had so many friends who've come over here and actually realised that. And I'm 100% backing in South Australia.
Oh, yes. An official endorsement.
Yeah, knows his audience too, says Josh Shelley.
I really need a chit chat. Let's have a chit chat. It is so time for a chit chat.
Let's go, girl.
I think I'd be right in saying this. Yeah, the girl.
Yeah, the girls.
The girl.
Sometimes you're not involved in these off-air conversations that we have as women, but we have them anyway. And we're like, you know what, might as well just bring them on here, should
And
we?
I listen.
Yeah.
And I'm always listening.
We've got you're like the iPhone that's always listening to you. And then next minute Facebook ads pop up about something that you've spoken about. We've got newsreader Abby in the studio, happily single this week.
Yep, this
Sure.
week. Yep.
Living at home with her parents
Yep.
in her 30s.
Loving
Saving
it.
money.
It's all good.
Saving money for a house.
And we've got producer Zoe in the studio as well. And Zoe, fresh off your hot girl European summer, back on the dating apps.
Yeah.
How's it all going?
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
No, I think I'll hold on to the Europe summer for another year.
Sure,
So.
sure. Until you can go again.
Chit chat today, one that has been a big topic of conversation with my friends, particularly because one of us is going through it. What do you pick at my age, at any age, your career or love?
Ooh. I mean, sometimes you can't have both.
No,
No.
you,
That's
no.
what it seems like.
Exactly. So someone close to me, she's been with her partner for years. They're serious. Expected them to do the marriage babies thing. He has just decided he wants to move overseas for his career, and he wants to do that alone. And so they've ended their relationship. And it's got us all talking, because lots of us have been in this situation. My ex-boyfriend and I asked if I moved, what would that look like? And he was the same. He was like, I'm not ready to leave at the moment. And so it's a big one. Is your career more important than love? Or do you go with them? Do you stay and forget the career and stay for love? Well, I don't know. What's
You
the
sort
thing?
of got to roll the dice a little bit, though, because you've got to put your ambitions by the wayside if you're going and you're moving interstate/overseas to be with someone.
For a partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, what sort of price can you put on true love, though? Do you know what I mean, ladies?
See, you joke, but I'm a little bit like that. God, if I'm really, really in love, it's kind of worth it, isn't it?
Well, it
Just
feels like
straight.
either way, yeah, like Joe said, you're taking a massive punt.
Yes.
And if you do take a punt on one and it doesn't work, then you're going to sit there and be like, well, what if I'd made this decision back in the day? And I'm kind of
And
drive
also-
you insane.
Yeah.
Do you get resentful that you're sitting over there not pursuing your dreams and following them and letting them? And then if it doesn't work out, my God, you'd be angry. I mean, I sacrificed so much for you.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Which would have happened. And if you've got one of those stories as well, give us a call, 13 24 10. But the broader question is career or love? Which path do you go down? Which path did you go down?
I, as a woman, would always advise other women to make sure that you're financially secure and stable in your own right. Make sure you've got your own thing happening, because if things go pear-shaped, which quite often they do, then you need to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You never want to be dependent on a bloke for your financial income.
The only thing that Jodie needs a bloke for is to tell her the difference between bought and brought.
Shut the...
From that,
needs it
totally
so
independent.
But you've forged your own way. Would you drop everything and move overseas or interstate for love?
It's a tough one. At the moment, I'm all about my career. If I met someone and they were going overseas, I wouldn't want to go because I like where I am and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm settled in that decision. Obviously, still want to find a partner, but yeah, I don't think I'd move now if I met someone.
13 24 10, career or love? Have you made the choice? Is that choice in front of you right now? We'd love to hear from you.
I really need a chit chat. Let's have a chit chat. It is so time for a chit chat.
Let's go, girl.
24 past 8. Welcome to another version of Chicka Chat. The topic this morning, career or love? What a tough decision.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make a choice. Is it possible to have both? Have you moved overseas for someone? Has it worked out?
Yeah.
Let's go to Sonia from Vale Park. Good morning, Sonia.
Hi there. How's it going?
Good. Have you been in this situation?
I have. I actually think it can be both. I dated someone for 3 months, and then he was living in London at the time, so I decided to take a leap of faith and go across after 3 months, and then I think it benefited in terms of my job prospects as well. So I actually think it can end up being both.
Right, okay. Did you know at the time that it could potentially help your career, or was it a genuine punt for
no.
love?
No, it genuinely was a punt. But because I work in a broad enough industry, so I think in the back of my mind, I thought, yeah, let me give it a go and see what happens. But I definitely think it definitely paid off. We ended up there for 10 years, and we have now been married 17 years, and we have 4 kids.
Nice. That's a beautiful, happy ending.
Sonia, I was going to ask the question, if you had your time again, would you have done the same thing? And clearly you would have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. I actually think I think we're stuck in our little bubbles where we grow up, what we know, and sometimes it's really good to expand a bit and, in terms of what you learn from different cultures, being in different places, but also work opportunities are everywhere now. So,
Yeah.
I think you can do both.
Thank you, Sonia.
There you go.
Really
Great
appreciate
call.
that. Goodness me. I took a punt when I moved to the mainland from Tasmania.
Yeah, I know. That was a massive punt, wasn't it, with all the technology and everything?
I had to swim, though.
That's
It was a big swim.
good fitness. Yeah, cold too, by the way.
Freezing, actually. Let's go to Kayla from Salisbury. Good morning, Kayla.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. Career or love? What are we choosing?
Definitely career.
Okay.
Like, I've been working really, really hard. I've been doing placements. I've been doing studying for the last 5 years to try and become a teacher. Currently, I'm even in my my placement right now. Don't tell my teacher that because I don't see her.
Do you feel like as well, though, Kayla, like if you devote yourself to work, is there an element where you go, hopefully within work, I do meet the love of my life, and if that is the case, then at least we're going to be in the same field?
I'm not too phased. Honestly, while studying, I actually had a terrible partner, and he was not supportive at all.
Right.
I was doing everything by myself anyway, so I was just
Yeah.
drop the loose end, drop the extra kid, and focus.
Spot on.
That's great.
All power to you, Kayla.
Yeah,
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Oh, this is good, eh?
There's a lot to be said for focusing on making your own way in this world, and then maybe, if you're lucky enough, you'll meet the right person
Yeah.
and they integrate into your life, you know?
Yeah. Should we continue the conversation next?
I'd like to.
13 24 10, where do you sit on this little version of Chick Chat? Career or love? Or can you have it both?
I really need a Chick Chat. Let's have a Chick Chat. It is so time for a Chick Chat.
Let's go, girl. Love over career this morning. Producer Zoe's mate has just chosen love over her career. And let's watch this space and see how that pans out.
Watch the situation with interest.
Shakira from Gawler, good morning.
How are you?
Good, you went the other way.
I did. I chose love over my career. I started at high school and had a infatuation with this fella, and then I went to uni and he ended up leaving to go to Queensland, and I actually chose to go with him and dump my career. And 17 years later, we're married and got 2 kids.
There you go. So, I mean, it's a question that doesn't need to be answered, but no regrets whatsoever, Shakira.
Oh, absolutely not. And I was a bit of a stalker to him back then as well. I literally was that infatuated with him that I just couldn't talk to him, and I just stared at him the whole time.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
He eventually caved and went, well, if she's just going to stick around, let's go.
Get some words out of it.
Yeah.
Hey, Shakira,
Absolutely.
have you been tempted to... Could you finish your uni course?
I have kicked myself a little bit in not pursuing it, and I think a couple years' time when my kids are a little bit older, I think I'll actually go back and continue it because, doing criminology is something that I've always wanted to do.
Oh,
That'd be so fascinating.
So there's a lot of girls in this room, Shakira, who are very, very fascinated with criminology.
Well, they're disgustingly infatuated with all the podcasts, and they're like, why are we so scared all the time? I don't know, guys. Yeah. Thank you, Shakira. Ella from Kensington Gardens. Good morning, Ella.
Good morning.
Okay, you've gone down the career path.
Yes, as someone who's recently gone through a breakup, I've been reflecting on this a lot, actually, and I do agree with you, Jodie. I think there's a lot to be said for finding your own sense of purpose and fulfillment, and I think there's so many amazing career opportunities for young women now, and so many dynamic companies out there that are willing to support young women in flexible careers.
Yeah.
But I think get yourself sorted first, and then make time. Love. I think love will always find you if it's meant to be. So I think making yourself, focusing on careers first, and everything else will sort itself out.
Oh, wise words there, Ella.
It's true, Ella. It's one of my favourite sayings. Chase happiness because misery will always find you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's very uplifting, isn't it?
That's crazy. I thought your favourite saying was that if you can't handle my worst, you don't deserve my best. But anyway.
Yeah, okay, we move on. Thank
Stuff,
you,
Ella.
Ella. Very good point there. And let's go to Jack from Highbury. Hey, Jack.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good, thank you. Your thoughts on this. And welcome to Chick Chat too. We love it when the men get involved.
Yeah, the lads. Good on you, Jack.
Yeah, the boys. All right, so I'm in a love situation at the moment. And I've been on both ends of the stick, I've also worked for some very affluent people who have actually lost their families due to work commitments.
Yes.
I've seen how that's affected them, and really, honestly, you can always make money in life, but you won't always find love.
Oh, Jack.
Jack, you're making us all cry.
That
is nice.
A bit of a whimper for the morning.
Yeah. Hey, Jack, honestly, though, I keep on saying this stuff. And you don't want to say that you're motivated by stuff that you see on social media, but you keep on saying these videos of old people saying if they could do it all again, they'd do it differently and they wouldn't work as hard.
No one on their deathbed has ever said, and studies have shown this, I wish I'd worked more.
Yeah.
No one.
No, that's correct.
Yeah.
Exactly right. And when, at the end of the day, you can make all the money in the world, but you go home to a lonely house at night, it's quiet, and it's depressing.
So true, Jack. See, newsreader Abby,
get out there and find the one you love and go make a bit of money, go on a holiday. But worry about your love first.
Oh, wise words.
Abs, they do exist. They're out there. The Jacks of the world are out there.
They don't. They're taken or they swing for the same team.
Funny, though, because it turns out Jack is AI.
Yeah.
Got a little prize to award. Yeah, it's up to you, Joes. I
Well-
think I know where you're going to swing.
Well,
with this
I
one.
think Jack, because he definitely got involved in chit chat, and it's a really precarious space for men to wade into. So we applaud his bravery and
on you,
also
Jack.
his approach.
Yeah, congratulations, mates. We've got a little experience at a Japanese hair spa for you.
No.
Oh, a hair day, pamper day. I like it.
Ooh.
Just say you're heading off to the gym. No worries. Thank you for your contribution, Jack.
No worries. Have a nice day, guys.
Well done, Jack.
That's good. Experience a Japanese spa, the ultimate hair treatment, head and shoulder massage. Just say you went to the gym, Henley Beach Road, Mile End. Japanese hair spa voucher.
Gorgeous.
It's good, isn't it? Speaking of very, very exclusive free things, Thunderbirds tickets.
Yeah.
All the details next and how you can score some last-second T-Birds grand final tickets.
Jody and Hazy's Loose Lips.
Oh, this is a bit of fun. It started out as a listening exercise to help you, Joe, just better understand and absorb some information, because sometimes face-to-face chat, you just wonder if those ears are painted on. I say that, I mean that in a lovely way.
Listen, I'm not going to deny it. I zone out sometimes, but that's probably more of a reflection of what's coming out of your mouth. I suppose.
there
My
it
lack of
is.
listening skills.
There it is. Well, I need to be better with my words.
Yes.
And you need to be better with your ears.
Okay.
So we thought, why don't we give you some noise-cancelling headphones? And I'll say a couple of phrases for you, and you need to work out, you need to literally read my lips and tell me what I'm saying.
This
okay?
has had some catastrophic results in the last couple of weeks.
100%.
And some fairly blue sort of answers.
Yes, I'm not sure if that's... I just don't understand how some of these simple sentences you're interpreting into be some of the bluest phrases of all time.
Well, you come and whack on these headphones and see how you go. It's not easy, mate.
Maybe I'll have a go in the future.
Okay.
Anyway, let's have a go for this week, shall we?
All right.
All right, let's just put these noise-cancelling headphones on you.
Okay.
All right, let's get into this. First phrase. That's a lovely shirt.
Thanks for coming, Delicious Lips.
Oh, my gosh. You got it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'll go again. Okay, I don't remember the last time someone called me Delicious Lips. That's a lovely shirt.
I have no idea what you're saying.
That's a lovely shirt.
Thanks for the memories.
Not too bad. All right, we're going to take the noise-cancelling headphones off.
Thank God.
It is, that's a lovely shirt.
Oh.
But thank you. I do have delicious lips. That's very nice. All right, noise-cancelling headphones back on. Number 2. I saw a panda sneeze today.
I'd like to have sex later.
Oh, my God. Kind of. In fact, it could not be further off with the subject matter of this. I saw a panda sneeze today.
I like to paint while I have sex later.
Okay, this is fantastic. So I'm just going to take your noise-cancelling headphones off for a second. So the aim, you don't just read, you don't just blurt out your thoughts.
Okay.
You've got to try and interpret what's coming out of my mouth.
Trying.
Okay.
I'm
So go
trying my
again.
best.
I saw a panda sneeze today.
I saw a panther later.
Ooh, that's not too bad. All right, let's take them off.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a panda sneeze today.
Oh,
my gosh.
How am I supposed to get that?
If there's anyone or anything on this planet having the least sex of all time,
Oh.
it's pandas.
Okay.
Ask Wong Wong and Funny.
Yeah.
All right, noise-cancelling headphones back on for the last one. I hate the ice cream truck.
I like ice cream trucks.
Oh, close. Ready? I hate the ice cream truck. Oh, you feel like you shouldn't say something. Ready? I hate the ice cream truck.
I saw an ice cream truck.
Oh my gosh, this is so very close. Last time, you ready? I hate the ice cream truck.
I ate the ice cream truck.
We'll give you that. We'll turn this down.
Yeah.
That was I hate the ice cream truck.
Oh, it was
That
so
was very, very good.
No, thank you.
That was really good.
And a little easier than pandas sneezing.
For goodness sake, stop trying to make pandas have sex. Wong and Fernie, it's not going to happen.
While they're eating ice cream.
You can't talk it into existence.